one. Want to do the intro?
Welcome. Welcome to Virtuosa Views. Uh, Thanks for hanging out with Logan and I. We're going to be watching season 2, episode 19, Fire and Ice.
Mm.
We both, I remember this episode. I think Logan is familiar with it, but it's going to be a good episode. So we're doing a watch along, which means you're going to have to turn it on yourself because of copyright, uh, you know, rules. But you should enjoy Logan and I chopping it up, having a conversation, mother and son. You want to hang out. You're tired of hearing the political, craziness, and you just want to hear two people have good conversation and enjoy each other's company. We would enjoy having you with us. So, Logan, you want to add anything?
Nope.
Okay, so I think he's excited about the episode. Okay, so on 3, and then I'm going to say go, and that means press play. So 1, 2, 3, go. And I'm still ahead of you, aren't I, Logan?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I know you like to hit play a second after go.
No, you know what it is? I'll press play, and then it won't do anything. Then I go back and then press play again.
Yeah.
Maybe my anxiety, be like,
No,
go.
it's just you're using a touch screen. That's the problem. I'm using like actual buttons. So when I press play, it plays. Right? Yeah, you're using a touch screen, so it's like you're trying to
doing
tap
what it
it.
wants to do.
Yeah.
That explains it all on it.
Yep. Yep. Buttons still work.
The gang's all back this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that Paramount, trips out like that about. I know this show is very popular, but it's kind of disappointing that people can't catch the old episodes. I mean, they're so good, people would go and subscribe to Paramount just to watch them again. Some people may have never seen 90210 and may get interested in it. But
Oh,
since
you
they
must
want to
have
act
brushed up
funny,
on what's going on with YouTube right now. So you must have brushed up on what's going on with YouTube and all that.
what's going on with YouTube?
Well, you just brought it up. Like a lot of companies are clamping down on copyright.
This is weird. And all you doing is adding more popularity to it.
Now, what you can do is like you can demonetize the video. I don't know how to do that,
No,
but you can
no.
demonetize it and still put it up like that. But they're not allowing any monetization of videos where their content is present.
It's just selfish, greedy. If I were an artist and I had a very popular video, I would allow people to share it, share it, share it.
Oh well,
Then I'll
musicians
add
it's a little
exclusive.
easier. It's easier with
hmm
musicians than it is with movies and TV right now. Like if you want to do reviews of like old hip hop albums, you might be able to get away with that.
Yeah, because some people be like, wow, that's dope. I want to go buy that. I want to get the extended version. I want to get the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Now we
well,
see what the ice is. Now, where's the fire?
Oh, we're watching the fire. Yeah, you got to open them eyes. Let's see the fire start right now. Oh yeah, I remember this actress. She's in that show. Remember Burn Notice? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right. That is the same girl. Way
She
growner though.
she plays the Irish ex. Yeah.
That's funny. I did
Hmm.
not realize that you have a good eye, Logan. I did not realize that this was the same girl.
Yeah. Well, it was 20 years later.
Is that's a little scar on Brandon's face?
They're trying to say that he's a tough hockey player. Of
I
course, it
ain't
can't be
buying it.
permanent. Yeah, it can't be permanent because he's a teen star. You're not gonna be a figure skater in speed because she doesn't have any equipment on. A tie. Nah, I think she won at the last minute.
I do too. Oh, here come the Donald Downer. I mean, they just having fun. Kids having fun.
Oh,
I didn't realize that figure skaters have to take dance class too. I just thought they did all that on ice.
yeah.
But that makes sense though.
I mean, you're right that it definitely has to be practiced on ice. Like you definitely don't know the moves till you've done them on ice. But as far as choreography, you could choreograph. You could choreograph it first before you practice it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
What is Cindy getting her haircut?
No, Brenda's doing her makeup.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
she.
God.
You see her cheeks look like peaches.
Yeah, I just saw the apron. I was like, I never seen nobody wear an apron for makeup.
She piling it on, trying to sell it to her. She peddling makeup to her mom for a commission. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-oh, somebody got my time that they wake up 5 a.m. and I look
Yeah,
the same way.
he must really love hockey. That's all I can say.
You get up at 5 a.m.
Oh, it's not the hockey. He got it for her. I got it now.
I just realized that too because he doesn't look dressed for hockey practice. When I found out that hockey players actually lose their teeth a lot, I
Hmm.
was like, why bother? Who would do that? Like, I mean, I know you can buy them and
It's
the ball
fun.
ones are prettier than real ones, but
Remember, we used to play street hockey in the neighborhood. I don't know if you remember buying me inline skates and a hockey stick, but we did that for years in Rainwood.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
very
that was
fun.
so cute. I know it was so cute, but it didn't look like y'all was slamming each other against concrete, though. I hope not. At least I didn't
No,
see that.
we weren't getting paid, so there were no teeth lost.
Yeah, that was. I don't see kids doing that anymore. Playing street hockey.
When's the last time you saw a group of white kids and one black kid playing with them?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm glad you
exactly. It's
got
been
that
a minute.
experience though, because they didn't do that in the hood either.
But you gotta remember, we had a kid in our group. I wish I could remember his name, but his family was from Canada. So he's the one that showed us how to play, and that's how we got
Street
into it. Yeah,
hockey.
yeah.
Oh, if I had known that, I would have just gave him a nice birthday gift or something. Cause I used to love to see y'all outside doing that.
Yeah, he was very quiet though. That's why we don't. Sadly, we don't remember him. He barely spoke a word, but he loved hockey because that's like a Canadian. I think that's like their version of football or something.
Hmm. Oh, they might steal her routine.
Wow. Oh, this is like do you remember the movie Bring It On?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great movie and you remember the plot to that, right?
The girls battling each other.
There was two teams on two different sides of the town. It was a predominantly white team and a predominantly black team. And one
Hmm.
day they go to competition and they're doing the same routine. And they both accuse each other of stealing each other's routine. And you find out the coach from the predominantly white team was sneaking across town and recording the choreography of the black cheerleader team and then teaching it to um, you know their girls. So I guess that must have
What?
happened in real life at some point for that to be a plot to a movie. Hello, still with us?
Yeah, I thought I had cream cheese, and come to find out, I was just eating butter, straight butter, whipped butter. So I'm gonna move to something else. Brenda and her ambition.
Was this is like the avion proto avion thing? That's what it
Avon.
was. Avon, sorry, yeah. Remember, I barely
Hmm.
missed that age.
Oh yeah, I didn't say all that.
Yeah,
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get into the MLMs.
yeah, Avon, and what was it? Confederated products and all that stuff. Oh,
I did dip into the not the jury parties, but it was like
Mhm,
home decor thingy.
mhm.
But I didn't
Yep.
get the picture that I wanted.
It's before we figured out what a pyramid scheme was.
Yeah, I think that's where I bought your baseball stuff from that home decor magazine.
Yeah, you did. I do remember that.
Hmm.
Wow. I just realized I had a very Norman Rockwell childhood. Played street
Hmm.
hockey, played baseball.
You should probably write a book
Was
because
Did you do karate when you were a kid?
mm-mm,
Because I know somebody told me in the '70s everybody was like trying karate and martial arts. I don't know if it's because of Bruce Lee or Jim Kelly, but I heard that it was like a boom in the '70s for martial arts. Did you know anybody that was like taking martial arts classes in the 70s or 80s?
Mm, everybody was in dance class. Like I took
Mhm.
dance in the
You took
after
dance
school
class?
program. I took it in
Okay.
high school at Mays, Miss Nalata.
What kind was it? Like jazz or hip hop or classical
Okay.
ballet? What was it?
I think they were both like African center, Afrocentric. The after school
Traditional,
program.
like
It was
traditional
like
African dance. Oh, okay,
I can't remember, but it was a lot of moving your middle and swinging your
gotcha.
arms out. And then Miss Nalata was African dance when I was in the
Oh,
10th
okay,
grade. Because
gotcha.
we used to have to put on the leotards and the stockings, and all the boys would come look through the window at the girls who had hips. And I ain't have any. And they'll be like, move out the way so I can see the senior girls.
Wow, they were mean. I would have been like, your choreography is great.
hmm It was humiliating to have to wear that and boys come watch you in that.
Mm.
And my so called bestie was in pageants. So dance was her thing since she was a little girl.
Mm.
So she would help instruct it. And we were cool until she let my boyfriend give her a ride home. Then I was like, this friendship is out the window.
Mm. Didn't grandma take karate one time?
Grandma was fronting in her karate little outfit.
Oh, that was a photo op.
She talking about some, yeah. You
Yeah,
remember
I
that
remember.
picture?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, that's
funny.
what I asked you. Yeah, that's what I asked you.
It's in your genes
The photo
because you
ops.
took
Yeah, sure
karate.
are. Photo ops are
No,
definitely.
karate. You took karate as a little boy. Do you remember taking karate?
I took karate, taekwondo, aikido,
Aikido.
kendo. Yeah, all of it.
hmm
There was another boom in the '90s for sure because of Mortal Kombat. So yeah, Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah, because they used to play that song.
Yep, on repeat. Yeah,
Yeah, that was so cute. Kids loved it.
they played that on repeat. Everybody wanted to learn how to do martial arts after that for like a good 3 years.
That's cute.
Jackie Chan, he owes his American audience to Mortal Kombat, 100%.
hmm Oh, look at her outfit. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
I like how they slow the theme song down for her to dance. I mean, do her routine too.
that's a different song. Same like guitar style, but different song.
Oh, well, I like that song now.
I know you're not a big rock fan. It's fine. It's fine.
I like soft 80s rock.
You do, yeah, you do. That is true. I always tell people like, my mom like the Bangles.
I like them. I like Bananarama, Chicago.
White Snake.
What's
Here
they
I
song? What's
go
they famous?
again on my own. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I
Like
love that song.
yeah.
I like that song by Crowded House.
Queen.
Um,
You liked Queen for
Queen.
yeah.
It's somebody else I like. Well, we all both love Christopher Cross.
Yeah. The
Lionel Richie.
sailing away song is yeah,
Isn't that beautiful?
that's a great one. Yeah. What about is it called The Police? The one that Phil Collins was in for a minute?
Yeah, I
Did you
like the
watch it?
police too.
Yeah.
Now look at Brenda trying to hustle David.
Yep. Oh, she know he'll buy it too.
Her hair looks so pretty. She like a 50s Hollywood starlet.
Well, Brenda, they always make sure her hair is on point.
See, I felt this feeling when I worked at a funeral home. They were like, "Oh, your childhood friend died. Oh, your best friend just died. Oh, well, you can sell their family's funerals." And I'm thinking, lady, did you not hear what I just said?
Oh, that'd be an easy job, right? Well, no, not because you have to the funeral business. You have to get families. You can't just get one here and there. To have a good business model, you have to get the whole family. So you have to get one member and do it real big, and then you can go medium on the rest when they pass away.
I should have
Yeah.
waited on you. Open up a funeral home.
No, no, you can learn this. You taught me this. You just weren't willing to embrace the grimy side of death. But you told
Go
me
to my
this.
friend's house and be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry." I mean, it was my childhood friend that lived around the corner.
Hmm.
I know you've been using this funeral home forever, but bring him to the one I work at. Not the one I'm going to get a commission from, but the one who underpays me. It
Oh,
makes me
see, I
work
wouldn't, I
overtime.
wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't have done it then. Yeah, if I wouldn't get a commission, it's not even worth it at that point.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
That's just extra work for no reason.
Just to
But
keep a.
but
You know how
commission,
much I made a week? You know how much I
I would
made a
have.
week?
I can't imagine in the mid 90s had $5 an hour probably
$200. $200
a week.
base. Yep, and I work Monday through Saturday, at
Yeah,
least
see, yeah,
eight hours a day,
yeah. Without commission, that job ain't worth it. But if I got
answering
commission, mom,
phones, driving limos. Hmm
I would have had a billboard. I would have had commercials. I would have been like, I can bury you.
The only reason why they will hire you is if you have a big family to bury.
Yeah, or you're gonna make them sales. You're gonna make them sales. You know how it is.
Mm-mm. They really didn't care about sales. Everybody that they hire has big families or connected to a huge church.
Now the church thing is a big one because once you get
Hmm
a few of the church members, now you got a through line to the whole congregation. Yeah, I mean it's a big.
And
I mean it
imagine
was
if
a
you go to.
business. I think you just wanted to do the medical side. I think that's what it was because that's what you were the most excited for when I was a kid. You'd be like, "Oh, look at the embalming process," and yeah, you
Hmm
wanted to do. You just wanted to focus on the bodies, but I guess when you realize that it was just a business, it was more of a
And I
business
was
than
good. And I was good with the families. Like when I drove the limos,
Mhm.
I was good at listening and talking to the family members. And they really liked me. So I was
Yeah.
good with helping them
So you should have been
grieve,
a you should
help
have
with
been
the
like a
grieving process.
psychologist or something. You should have been like a
I
psychologist.
used to want to be that.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I thought I was going to be a psychiatrist. And because I was always interested in the human mind and how to ease the mind. I'm still trying to figure that out right now. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot of study, a lot of dedication, a lot of work. I mean, but you could have done it if you wanted to. You just just like me, you don't know what you're good at until you've tried a bunch of different things, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is what I'm actually good at.
But isn't it fun to try a whole bunch of things in life
No,
and not? I mean, I think it's fun.
I mean, I have the comfort of knowing that, um, you know, I'm not a retail person. Like I have the comfort of knowing that I didn't miss out on $1 million career doing that because I'm not very good
See?
at it. But it wasn't fun though. I
Or
wish. Mhm.
Aren't you glad you didn't become a stockbroker? Because I met a stockbroker who ended up not having a job. Um, who had been
Yeah,
doing it for years, and he had a good income. He went from that to working at Sears.
yeah, but stockbrokers transition to investment bankers, and they are richer than ever. You know what I mean? Like they're more successful than they've ever been in the history of that profession. So remember, that was the goal, right? Was to to broker stocks for a few years, and then work 80 hours a week to become an investment banker. Because that was the end game. But
But the
no,
stress.
I mean, I think ultimately when I realized I wasn't good at calculus, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be a numbers guy. You know what I mean? Like you said, you got to try stuff to find out what you're good at. I was like, I don't really want to deal with numbers full time. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
But
Those people are always uptight. They don't want to have fun. They always stressed out.
yeah. But yeah, you just got to try a bunch of different stuff if you don't already know from when you're a kid. Remember, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a stuntman. So that's not really a long term career either.
I'm so
So,
glad you didn't do that.
what? That would have been awesome. You'd have saw me jumping off buildings and getting run over and getting
I would
punched
have
in the
been
face
counting the
by
heart attacks I would have had. I
Arnold
would have been like,
Schwarzenegger.
oh no, that would have been just, I would have been like, somebody, please sedate me.
Yeah, now they have a hard time finding like a desk job for sure. There's one lady that was a stunt woman. She became a intimacy coordinator on set after the Me Too movement, and I was like, dang, that was a genius pivot right there. And that's a job she could have
Hmm.
never predicted
I,
or prepared
I
for.
never heard of that.
They're the ones that make sure that nobody's touching anybody inappropriately during like intimate scenes, and that
While they
nobody's
humping on, dry humping them, you're
yes.
dry humping too hard. Like
Well,
what?
some dudes go, they think, oh, we're doing a sex scene, so I can do this and that. You know what I mean? I can cross boundaries. So she's the one that makes sure that doesn't happen. And she was a stunt woman for years. Like used to be on the motorcycles and the explosions, and but then you get to a certain age, you can't do that stuff anymore.
Mm.
But yeah. So yeah, either way, I was gonna do something else, but yeah, I wanted to be a stunt man. I wanted to get beat up.
Oh God, I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Well,
Brenda is. We're watching her sell her soul for commissions.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with sales. It just, I think, like you said, when it's predatory, that's when people get a bad taste in their mouth.
I had a friend who always was trying to sell me something on long distance, changing my long distance carrier,
And now
buying
celebrities do that. Celebrities do
hmm,
that now with cell phone plans.
but yeah, but no, she would call me at home. Oh, you gonna change yourself? I was like, girl, this phone ain't even in my name. How am I change the long distance carrier? I was like, girl, that ain't, mm-mm. She got mad at me. She ain't speak to me for years. I was like, I don't care. It's not even in my name. It's in the guy, the man of the house name. Man
Yeah.
who, you
Nice
know.
legal save there. Nicely. You're like, Gina, we cannot admit to a crime. Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, it wasn't in my child's and in my baby name or nothing, but
Oh yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
You weren't that like that level of
Mm-mm. It was legitimately in the person who we live with's name. And then if I
well.
had
That's
changed his
yeah,
service, he would have been like, why you change my service?
yeah.
Then I asked her one time when we reunited, I was like, I've never been on a cruise. You want to go on a cruise? Then Heifer called me back talking about my stepmom said that we can make some money if we get a bunch of people to go on the cruise. I was like, I just want to go on a cruise.
So she was a saleswoman. That's what I said. You didn't like that sales stuff. You know, that was
Because it's like peddling. I mean, it's like if it was something that I believed in, like the
yeah. It's a
Kirby.
hustle.
I tried
It's
to
a
sell
hustle.
the Kirby vacuum cleaner for like one day, and you had to go clean people's carpet as a sample, and then they still went by it.
They were
So
like,
you didn't
"Thank
make
you."
any money. One lady was like, read me the Bible while I was cleaning her living room carpet. And she was like, let's go see how it works in my bedroom.
See, you
And I
got
liked
hustle.
her.
You
Yeah,
got
but I liked her. I liked her a lot. We even hung out after that. I liked her. And then I never made one sale. So I just said, well, let me shampoo my own carpet. Then I'll take it back.
yeah. You're not good at sales, but it's fine though. I mean, you can still learn if you ever want
I'm
to be
not.
good at sales.
I gave away McDonald's food when I worked there. People would be like,
Okay, we
10,
avoided
20,
admitting to one
30,
crime.
40.
Now we
Statute of
admitted to a second.
limitations is for on food, helping homeless and all that.
Man,
Yeah,
you
people
heard
come
about
up to my counter count. I'm talking about, here, I just gave you 3 cents. Give me this back. I'd be like, take the fries. Bye.
yeah. You heard about the lady in Chicago that was stealing like a
The
quarter of
chicken
a million.
wings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
I
great.
love her. She's my hero.
I know. I'm like,
Do you?
where were we? She was
I
giving away
know.
things like that.
Yeah. Do you see how this lady just stole Brenda's commission?
Yep, that happens too.
She worked so hard.
That happens too. That happens at like
Did it happen at
consulting.
Best Buy?
I wasn't in sales. I was just they had me at the front, so I had to answer all the
Mm-hmm.
questions that the salespeople didn't want to answer. Right. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
was annoying is that I wasn't getting the commission, or we didn't have commission anymore, anyways. But I wasn't benefiting from what I was doing. Um, they would just be like, "Oh, ask the guy at the front," da, 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 da. And then I'm the one that had to like tell them the real deal of the credit, aspect and the repair. Like they would sell the product and then ask me the real questions, and that was what was annoying about it. And I was like, yeah, this, and I had to do security, at the same time. I had to catch people stealing, and that was also awkward. If you didn't
Man, we should have
catch
got a little
somebody,
ring going. I should have came through there. We should have been hustling TVs out of that, out the back door.
no, that's why all the teams have to come out the front door. And
What's
number
that
two,
Carisha song? Oh,
we have
where my
multiple.
boosters at?
Oh, I hate
Uh,
that song.
uh.
But we have multiple employees get arrested for trying the same thing. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
I
because
told you about
I
that.
should have thought about that. I should have been like, why y'all undercutting my baby? Let's get some of them computers out the
No,
back
that
door.
we be getting handcuffed on camera at the Best Buy. I saw a guy at the Geek Squad get handcuffed. I was like, dang. But
A
yeah,
geek. Your
all
times
the
were hard too.
all the smart people thought they could get away with stealing, and yeah, they would eventually get caught.
Sad.
Yeah, and this is so
Mm-mm-mm.
funny because I didn't even focus on the employees. I focused on the customer stealing, and the employees still got caught somehow. So somebody was watching them while I was watching the customer. Somebody was watching them. I don't know.
Yeah, because how would you know if you were up front and they in the back?
I had some ideas because I remember one time they gave us a report. I mean, like, there's math to crime too. Like, you can spot crime through math. I guess that's what they call forensic accounting, stuff like that. One time they
Mhm.
gave me a report and they were like, there's $16,000 worth of cell phone merch gone. And I said, the only thing we have on display that customers have direct access to are phone cases, and they don't total up to 16K. So somebody
Mhm.
is stealing phones, but the phones are locked up.
From the back. Hmm.
So how are they?
And see,
Yeah.
I bet you that's in the back too.
And
Hmm.
then they eventually caught the dude. He was giving away iPhones for free. Um,
Where? Why you?
and that's what happened.
Why you didn't get a job in the back?
he was just
You
he
could
was
have
just
been like,
straight up.
"Mom, go get your iPhone."
Yeah. And then when we asked about like the customer price would be like $300. These are $1,000 phones at the time. The price would be like $300, $0. He would be like, oh, they have like a rebate or something. Like he'd be like, they turned in their old one and we gave them a rebate, or they got a discount, and they know where I'm not gonna check that on my off time, right? And they
Right.
know, yeah, nobody else is. But eventually, when they brought me the report, I was like, have you guys not noticed that we don't have 16K worth of stuff on display? Like all of the stuff that's expensive is locked up. And then they found that's how they started looking into it. So I was working for a bunch of dummies too. That's also a problem.
That's what I'm saying. We had a hole right there. We could at least
Games,
not got 16K, but we could have got at least a couple K out of there.
yeah, games were easy to catch. The only one that slipped by me because nobody ever stole from this area was the GPS section. Somebody
Mm.
got a GPS, and I got the next guy, but the first guy slipped by me, and I was like, "Dang, nobody ever steals GPSs. That's crazy." You know what I mean? Like usually it's movies, games, and cell phone. So, well, yeah, I guess after that situation, cell phones, but usually movies and games. That's the most stolen thing in Best Buy. Um,
Mm.
and yeah, somebody actually ganked a GPS, and I was like, "What?"
Dang. Did you notice how they had Brandon acting like he was a figure skater, doing his little
Uh,
routine with the girl?
they were on a date. They were, dancing in the
No,
moonlight.
they was like doing they little routine, like
It wasn't a routine, mom. I think you were just seeing the chemistry, and you were like, "Wow, look at that chemistry."
little Brenda like funk this job. I'm laying in the bed.
Yeah,
I mean, it would all that effort. Like, who wants to put that type of energy into anything just to have it stolen from you?
well, here's the
She been
issue.
hustling her friends.
This is what it's like selling stuff that people don't want. If you sold stuff that people wanted, it's way less stressful. Like the guys who sell like watches and stuff like that, the people who sell engagement rings, like
Jury.
it's less
Hmm.
stressful because people want that product really badly, and all you're doing is negotiating how they're going to finance it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she in a high end boutique.
She's selling stuff that people don't really want, and that's what's causing the competition and the stress for sure.
Yeah, on Rodale Drive too, where it's like 1,000 boutiques probably.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh, do you see Cindy?
They're looking like a chic, looking like a
Hmm.
Arabian chic.
Hmm.
Remember that song? Look like money, walk like money, even talk like money.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
What year was it from?
oh, that was like way back in like 2008 or nine.
Mm-mm.
I think the artist was Young Dro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Young Dro.
Oh, okay.
But every time I see somebody who like looks rich like that, I think
Hmm.
of that song.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah, you should look it up. He passed away. Well, he didn't pass away. I think he was murdered or something like that.
Who the guy who sung the song? Who rapped the
Hmm.
song?
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't know
danger.
that.
Being a
Young
rapper is a
Dro.
dangerous business. Being a rapper is not good for your health.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just sad. Shawty Low. Shawty Low. I feel like he had a few more hits in him.
I mean, he was the authentic
Atlanta.
West Sider.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
like for real, for real. He wasn't no say no names, but
Future.
kind of took
Future
over.
doesn't feel Atlanta to me, but he is our number one artist of all time. You know that? Like Future is the number one artist of all time from Georgia. But he doesn't even really feel Atlanta to me either, you know.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, Shawty
I
Low
think
and
my favorite Atlanta homegrown
mm,
rapper was Andre 3000,
now that's somebody that doesn't feel Atlanta, but is an
but
OG
really is.
AT alien. Yeah, yeah. Childish
Hmm.
Gambino. I forgot it. I keep forgetting that he's a native. Like, because he's so Hollywood. I keep forgetting that
I
he's a native.
mean, like one of them, yeah,
Born and raised in
you can say
Stone
he from
Mountain.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's kind of not Atlanta though.
okay.
To me,
Okay. Okay.
I like Fulton County,
Okay.
Atlanta.
Two Chains
So that.
feels Atlanta. Two Chains feels Atlanta
Hmm.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Future is the number one artist of all time from Georgia, and he does not feel like, and I don't know, he
He
just
got
doesn't.
20 kids. He's so Atlanta.
Oh, okay, okay. So culturally, but I don't know. I was like, he just doesn't sound
But I
like.
don't like him though. I don't care for it. I mean I liked a couple of his songs, but
Mhm.
I wasn't too crazy about it. I mean he sounded real futuristic.
Yeah,
Um
that's what it is. His maybe his sound, but no, in his interviews too. I'm like, oh, he's from Atlanta, because you hear Ti, you can really hear his accent,
but he
like
ain't he just hung out in Atlanta a little bit. He was actually
from
from
Riverdale.
Clayton
Yeah,
County. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Riverdale.
more
Yeah,
like Clayton County.
that's true.
I mean, some of Riverdale is Fulton County, but Riverdale ain't really Atlanta, especially when you go back to the 80s.
Oh
People who
no,
lived in
people said that.
Riverdale.
People said that
Hmm.
about him when he first got famous. They were like, he's not from
That's he's suburban
ATL.
kid.
Yeah, people
Hmm.
said that. What about Gucci Man? Born in Alabama, but has represented East Atlanta for a long, long, long time.
Anything Decatur, Decatur has
Mm.
always been separate from Atlanta. All right. The girls were different. The
Mhm.
guys were different. The culture was a little different. Like in Decatur, you had to wear new tennis shoes. They
Mhm.
would put style, name brand over everything in Decatur.
And
In
that's East.
Atlanta,
That's East.
hmm
Yeah.
so we call them Decatorish.
That's what it
Even
is.
Halle Berry did a movie Baps based
I
on the
think
girls in Decatur.
I think that's what it is. Like when I look at Future versus, like you said, Big Boy and Andre 3000, the reason they feel different is because of the fact that the city is so big and Georgia is so
Hmm.
big that there's a bunch of subcultures that people don't like to
Hmm.
acknowledge. Yeah.
It's a girl on Instagram. She did it. It was hilarious. She was
Well,
like,
you
"Now when
showed
you
me
go to the east side,
yeah, you showed me that, but I think hers was updated. Like hers was like for 2025 or
yeah,
2026. Yeah.
6."
Not for
Hmm.
us natives who have been here since the 80s.
Like the guys were different. Like when I went to Greenbrier Mall, which is in Fulton County, the guys will walk up to you, "Hey, what's your name?" But when I went to South DeKalb Mall, the guys would be like, "Hey, Shawty, come over here. Hey, hey, I
Mhm.
know you. your tennis shoes ugly. I remember when a guy called my tennis shoes ugly. I had on a pair of Reeboks that I got on sale, and some of those like those kind of see-through workout pants that are kind of baggy. They kind of you scratch them and they sound like you scratching a record. I
Yeah.
forget what kind of material that is. I had on some of
Uh,
them. They were like hot
Dang, you're
pink
right.
and
I remember those were popular.
uh-huh.
It's like
And I thought I
tracksuit
was looking
almost.
cute. I had on the Reebok t-shirt with the hot pink writing outlined in orange. The pants were pink and the Reeboks were white with pink and orange. And the guy talking about, you got on some boat shoes. Or like I can wear my Princess Reeboks in Fulton County and they just look like I got on tennis shoes. And then I go to the cater and they were like, why do you have on Princess Reeboks? Because they're comfortable. Because if I found a
Um,
comfortable shoe, oh, and check this out. Um, your dad bought me a Jordan jogging suit.
mhm.
And the Jordan, high tops, the white, the classic white with the black.
Oh yeah.
And I wore it for a year. And a girl from Decatur told me that came out last year. I didn't know
Mm.
you were supposed to swap it out and throw it away after, because I only wore it like once a month.
Now,
But I didn't know
gladly,
out.
that culture is
Mm,
gone. Now people like vintage stuff and they like classic tennis shoes and classic jerseys and yeah, I'm glad that part of the culture. You're right. That was annoying when they be
I
like,
mean,
"That's
think
from
about
last
it.
year."
Those shoes were $200. That jogging suit was like 180.
Yeah,
And
that was stupid. I
you mean
remember
I
that
can't
now.
wear it past 3 months? So what am I supposed
Yeah,
to do? Give it to Goodwill? I mean, like it
yeah,
was
that
still
was
in
stupid.
perfectly good condition.
No, no, that
Just
was stupid. Yeah, but America was like that, not just Decatur. Like America was very
it's
much
just a
like.
cater. It was just a cater.
But I
Because
remember
nobody
like,
else said that saw me, and I was in Fulton County,
well,
but the
not
girl
Georgia,
came
but I
from
mean
Decatur.
like outside of
Hmm.
Georgia. Like you remember, you would
Hmm.
see clips where people would be like, "That's so last season." You would hear that all the
Hmm.
time. So I'm glad that that has gone from the culture of America.
Hmm.
Like I think
I'm so
permanently
glad.
because it's not affordable to live
And
like
it's
that.
stupid. It's
It is
stupid.
stupid.
Why I got to have? I mean,
I can tell you why. Sales,
why?
sales.
Hmm.
The people who make clothes and shoes can't keep selling stuff if you're wearing the same thing they made last year. So
But that's how I'm
sales.
saving money.
Well, folks, we watched the episode. Of course, we could have predicted what was going to happen. Brandon had to let her have her space so she could achieve her goals, and he knows he was just playing around like he normally
Goals
does.
before bros.
Yeah, yeah. We should teach little girls that because Brandon. He knows he's just playing around. Brandon knows he
Hmm.
ain't gonna marry
You're
anybody
gonna be in
anytime
love next
soon.
episode.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
So he let her have her thing, and she was successful. I think she got into the Olympics or something like that. Because she was like happy at the last frame. And of course, we could have predicted that Brenda was not going to become a fashion shark, in high school. So we knew that was going to come to a closure at some point. But I did love seeing Cindy help her daughter get revenge on her
On the
coworker. That was
on the
nice.
cricket lady. And
Yeah, that was
hopefully
nice.
Brenda's gonna quit
Yeah. So I
because
give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 because I think we both
nothing really
predicted.
happened.
Yeah, we both could have predicted exactly how it was going to end after we saw the setup. But
Hmm.
I'd still give it a 7 because the ice was a nice change of scenery. Ice
Hmm.
in Beverly Hills, and Brenda's hair was, they gave her a different style. Now
Beautiful.
you got to give points for that, right? And then she
Hmm.
had this blazer outfit that was cool. But anyways, go ahead. What do you think about the episode before we close
I think it was great. We saw Jim coach
it?
Brandon.
Mhm.
He was the coach for the hockey team.
That's true. Yeah.
Um, and the mom supported Brenda. by
Hmm.
helping her, bring karma to they took karma into their own hands.
Yep,
And
sure did.
yeah, we didn't see much of the other gang. Only they were supporting Brandon on the sidelines and supporting Brenda by coming in, buying a couple things.
100%.
But yeah, it seemed like more of a sweet, just a sweet, short and sweet episode.
Yeah,
And I
breather.
enjoyed it. I give it
Breather.
like a 7 too because I like the music that they played.
You did
And
mention the music,
plus,
yeah.
forget Tanya Hart and all that. I think that was happening around this same time
Wait a minute,
or
what
around
year
this
did that
time.
happen? Let me look that up
That
because
was like
this was
92. I think it was 92.
oh
Look it up. No, double check
it,
me and my date.
well, because they didn't touch on it at all, so they must have not known
Mm-mm.
about it when they filmed this.
Or maybe they did. Is why they decided to bring in an ice skater. You know, I don't know what year was um the Tanya Hart. They was in 92.
Mm,
It was 89, 92. Mm, when
hold
was it?
on, I'm getting there.
I'm curious. I'm so curious.
1994.
Okay, 94. Oh, so that's way after.
Yeah, so yeah, it hadn't happened yet because they definitely, 90210
Okay.
would have definitely mentioned it. They would have definitely did something
Mm.
with that ice.
So this was just a great episode all on its own. It was sweet.
Yeah. Alrighty,
Hmm.
folks. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining us for another
Thank
uh
you.
uh episode of 90210. Next week will be season 2, episode 20, getting close to that finale. And we
Hmm.
hope to see you there. And all 6 of our viewers, we appreciate you. Thanks. And
Thank you.
we'll see you next time. Have a good
All
one.
right.